kick this shit.
All right. Some people have to play little games. You play yours.
Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
Nazareth, my friend, what can I do for you?
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
I need a man who has powerful friends.
That's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes.
Take a hold of me.
I'm gonna make him an offer, Captain.
Oh, Greg, it's my favorite time of the year. Want to know why?
I do.
Do you really?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Ha!
It's because not because it's the Easter time. I do like the spring though.
Yeah, I do like spring.
I do
Other
too.
than the rain.
You can get out there and mow your grass.
Nope, not mowing my grass.
You're paying somebody to mow your grass?
Started
Greg Bone?
mid-season last year.
Holy crap!
I don't splurge for things like that, but
I feel like you're George Jefferson, man. Moving on up.
too busy. Just
Wow.
couldn't do it.
Look at
Yeah.
you.
Feel
Man,
special.
I'm proud of you.
Feel like I'm in that middle class now.
Man, do you sit out on your porch and drink a beer while you're watching them mow?
Sometimes. Like, hey, Carl! Missed a spot, buddy.
Carl, come on.
I know.
Don't be trying to turn that weed eater upside down to do an edger. Just buy an edger.
Carl does good.
Do you
Proud
like an
of him.
edger?
No. No, nobody
No.
uses an edger. You always use the weed eater.
What?
Yeah, you don't bring
Why?
out no edger.
Oh, come on.
No.
I love this time of the year because new games come out.
Yes.
Not only new games, but new JJP games.
Whoop, whoop.
We got to go to the factory.
Yes.
And we got to film the documentary, the featurette,
Yes.
to The Godfather.
And we were one of the very first people to get our hands on this game.
Oh, so keep in mind that we got special treatment and Flipping Out Pinball, bye, does sell The Godfather. So as we always say, nothing that we say can be trusted.
Never.
We're trying to
Always.
send signals.
Mind manipulation. Have you ever seen Batman Forever with the Riddler? That's us.
Really? I thought you were gonna go with the Scarecrow. You know, underrated villain.
The Scarecrow
in the
was
first
very
one,
underrated.
the
I
Christopher
agree.
Nolan's.
I agree. I like the Scarecrow in the animated series.
I don't remember that one. So
Yeah, you
much.
shouldn't.
So keep that in mind that we like everything new as well.
Yes.
We really like new stuff.
Yes.
But regardless, even if you throw that all out, we get to gush over and we
Yes.
get to tisk
Yes.
JJP's newest game, Godfather.
Now, while this is not a review and it is a first impression,
It's first impressions.
we didn't get a ton of play, so this is a playable first impression, but we didn't get.
This is almost like on most of our first impressions, we get to play a lot, but we don't know a lot. We know a lot, but we didn't get to play a ton.
Yes, because we were busy.
We were
obviously
busy.
busy.
But we can give you a rundown as to what.
So when you walk up to this
may or may
game,
not see.
you see this game. Artistically, what did you feel?
I felt that this game, I'm going to be straight up. When I heard Godfather's theme, I was like, uh-oh.
Yes.
Yep. It's one of my favorite films. Like,
all I could think
love
about
these
was
films.
the poster, the simplicity of the poster. All I can think about is the darkness.
The age of the film.
The age of the film, exactly. So
noir.
I didn't know what to expect. I had this very muted, drab, boring, plain.
Godfather's a drama.
Yeah, sort of.
There's no action music.
Yeah.
Yeah. The horn.
So then when you first lay eyes on it, what did you feel?
I thought, holy shit, Christopher Franchi killed this thing.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It was beautiful.
Damn.
Yeah.
This thing is really pretty.
Just the right amount of color.
Oh, God,
Which
yeah.
they added some of the color on the playfield and on the within the animations through stained glass, which is spectacular. The reds.
I don't know if I told you this. When we left from up there, I did message Franchi. And I was like, hey, freaking slayed it. Like, jeez, like I was so worried. What do you do with Godfather?
Yes.
That's what you do with Godfather.
The translite artwork is phenomenal. Like, phenomenal.
The cabinet
looking.
artwork's phenomenal.
It is so damn pretty.
It's an elegant pinball
It
machine.
is very
That's
elegant.
when I got. When I walked up to it,
Yes.
even the LE, and I was like, oh no, they're doing the black trick. No, it's a metallic, like rainbow metallic
Yes.
black.
And then you want to step
Gorgeous.
up that elegance, you go to that CE
Oh,
with
drippy,
the trim and everything.
drippy gold everywhere.
Yes, that's actually it's actually kind of spectacular
gold,
looking. Like,
gold mirroring the
Yes.
gold. It's so gaudy and gorgeous. I love
but it fits that like
Yes.
it fits that era. It fits that Italian
It's so
mob
awesome.
sort of thing. Like,
Yeah, the gold chain,
Yes,
man. The
yes.
gold rings.
yes, it fits
Oh.
so much.
The style and design of this game is helping so much from what I initially thought, crap, what do you do with Godfather?
Yes.
The art goes a
I still
long
just
way.
wasn't expecting really any color.
I didn't know how
like, at
you
all.
could get color.
I didn't
I was
either.
like, black, white, red?
That's
And
where I
forgot
was.
about gold.
That's where I
there's
was.
golds, there's blues, there's
But
different-
it fits very well. So artistically, absolutely gorgeous.
Who is going to look at this pen and say that it doesn't visually look stunning?
It really is. Yeah.
Even down to artistically to the molds.
When you take Pacino down at the bottom and then that stained glass window around him, it's just it's kind of all encompassing.
You want to know something that probably not going to be popular though?
What?
I don't know if I'm going to go Ellie or CE here.
Oh,
Because honestly,
I'd go Ellie.
Honestly, I like the Ellie art.
I do too, and I just like Pacino.
I like Pacino.
Yeah, Ellie's where it's at for me.
And look, I know
I know that.
I like Brando.
Yeah, I do too. But Pacino to me, it was the film that made Pacino. It was the film that where he was nobody and nobody cared about him. Nobody wanted to work with him. And he pulled it off. And now
You've
he's Pacino.
seen the emotion in Pacino, but his reserve is held back until he just. That's when he started popping
Loved
off
it.
in the second.
Love it.
So yeah, the LE is predominantly a lot of Pacino action.
Yes.
I like that.
So now we go and we put our hands on it. We flip it. So
I can tell you, when Eric Menier puts his hands on design, he came out with Pirates of the Caribbean. People were
Yes.
like, holy shit, toy spectacle. I don't know where the ball's going. There's flying
Yes.
balls. This thing is awesome. But they said, great shooting wide body, but it's still wide body, so it's not going to be
Yeah.
the strongest shooter. Then he comes out with his next GNR.
packed full.
Packed full to the brim. We get a light show that was changed pinball. Right? You get a light show, changed pinball.
Light
a lot of
rails,
diverters.
light
You got a lot of physical ball locks, wire forms everywhere, drumsticks. It was a better shooter than, but what was it?
Nah, mixed.
But people still
shot
said,
differently.
people still said, this is still not the greatest shooter ever.
Agreed.
All right. So then Godfather comes out and they're like, we're probably going to get the same thing. We're going to get so much cool shit with Eric Menier. He does stuff that no designer in
But
pinball
does Eric have his geometry dialed
Maybe
in?
he has an issue with design.
Yeah.
Maybe he's putting too many toys where you can't design around all the shit that you're putting in.
Exactly. Toys first, shot second.
Because he loves diverters. Diverters slow down shit.
But then you play this game.
What did you think about it?
It's a very, very good shooting pin with diverse shots. A ton of diverse shots that, to me, I've never seen before.
Yeah, I think he's finally even to a hybrid.
Yes.
He finally evened it up with design geometry and toys mechanisms.
Exactly.
They're even now.
Exactly.
Before, there was mechs and toys, and then there was a design kind of coming a little bit lower.
But
they're even now.
It's just the layout feels a lot better on this. You know, like sometimes on GNR and stuff, it was just like it just felt like a place on the flipper maybe that you were coming off of or something that just didn't feel the best for that shot to be able to make that shot. This, it feels good. Like nothing stands out in your head when you flip it.
You know what I think a big thing is? Whether Eric wants to hear this or not. On his first two designs, he had those ramps midway up the play field. And if you put ramps too close, they feel clunky. He put the ramps further back now.
Yes.
And then he took those ramps and made them all the diverters. He nailed it. Now I think there is a place to say that, hey, Pat Lawler isn't the only great flow designer.
No,
at
there's a lot of
JJP.
flow to this. A ton. Like
This thing is full of flow.
Yes, and you were talking like combo-wise.
Smooth, too. Combo. This is a combo shooter's dream.
Yes.
This
yes.
thing, I think they said there's like 29 different shot paths in this game.
Yes.
Because of the different diverters.
Yep.
What was in the featurette? Keith Johnson or somebody was talking about instead of like a left orbit, Greg.
Yeah.
That left orbit is a left orbit, but it also has like 3 different diverter possibilities.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 different shots.
Yep. And you
They all
take
flow.
There's the VUC that kicks up for your ball lock, and what it does is in that VUC, it's
clever.
They coded it instead of having a diverter or anything, so you can change it. That in that VUC, when it kicks it up, the first kick has more power. So now it pushes it out and it'll go around the right wire form. Now the next one, it gives a little less power, so it kicks it up, but now it falls out and then it'll hit
left wire form.
Yes, hit the left wire form and roll out instead of kicking around. So he was able to use a coil with differentiating power to act like a diverter to change ball paths.
And if he wanted to, and he has done it in the code, he'll kick it up, lower that ramp flap, and then the upper flipper.
So
you
from
hit
that one
side,
VUC,
bam.
there are 3 possibilities of diverting that ball from that one
Crazy.
VUC.
That's
Yes,
nuts.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I do like that.
And over to the right, you have a pop bumper, very similar to Godzilla.
That feels like it's in the same space kind of thing.
But it feels
with the
different.
fountain. It does feel different. I like the plunge. You can get a ball lock there.
Yes.
The compound.
Yes. And
I like that.
one of my favorite things.
That's one of your
I don't feel
favorite
like you were this wild by this, but I
What's
loved
that?
it. So you had the ball lock behind the drop targets. It's almost like a horror. It's not really a horseshoe.
That was
but
a physical captive ball lock.
So you can knock the ball back and forth from hitting
I haven't seen that
targets.
done for a long
I
time.
haven't either. Which it feels really good.
I don't like captive balls much when it's just like the Big Bang bar or the Godzilla where you're just hitting them back and forth.
No.
That's a waste of space to me. But if it's physical, you can do that and release the balls into multi-ball.
Yes.
That's cool.
It changes because, again, what it did was it added so many different shot possibilities of what you need to shoot and what it does. Like, it changes a lot.
This game amazes me, though, Greg, because it doesn't have a big pirate ship that's rocking in it.
No.
It doesn't have the neck of a guitar and drumsticks and stuff like that. This is maybe his most clever engineering.
Perfect.
And it feels the best.
Yes.
It all came together.
Because that's the thing is people look at Eric and they're like, oh, he's a very, smart engineer. He's very good with these toys and mechs. Everything else, like you said, pirate ship, everything else. But this right here, he took that ingenuity and he took his craftsmanship and he took his ideas, and instead of putting it into a toy that moves or something else, which is freaking cool, he put it into his shots.
Yeah, he put brain work into
Yeah, he put the ideas into these shots and what to do to make shots toys.
Yeah, he did.
Is what it feels like. It's like I said, that captive ball and that ball lock, it feels like a toy.
Yeah.
You're playing it like a toy.
A lot of metal in this game.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Lot of
Beautiful.
metal.
Beautiful.
I even hit the left ramp when the ramp flap is up.
Yes.
It hits a target. It's got a post. It holds it. And says, hey, it will show you a movie, and then we'll drop it for the third flipper. I like that third flipper ramp shot.
Yes.
That feels really good.
It does feel
too.
good.
But then the third flipper ramp shot can go down the left one or the right one.
Yep. And then straight up the middle, something else that's new. Straight up the middle, you got a spinning disc underneath a mobster.
So I don't know if I knew that. That's like Pirates of the
I'm not
Caribbean
saying
as a
that.
spinning
But
disc.
here's
Or
where
no,
here's
Pirates
where it's
of the Caribbean
different.
is
Here's where it's
magnet.
different. Is it's not a magnet. There is like this metal thing that surrounds the bar of the post or
Looks
whatever
like a
the
tilt bob or something.
Yes, and that is you bash it.
Yeah.
And that is a reactive switch. So when you're in there, you're hitting that and it moves. Plus,
Almost like a pop bumper, the spoon of a pop bumper kind of thing.
but it doesn't
touch anything.
it doesn't kick the ball anywhere. It just registers, but it's in the center, and then you can actually control that disc.
Yeah.
How much
You
you
can
spin
beat
that
up
disc
that
on certain,
guy,
to
that
beat
monster.
the guy by using your flippers.
That is cool.
It is fun.
I like that. And I like that. That's the main. We're geeking out, but let's talk about the main toy. You walk up to this game.
Yes.
You see the mobster with the big old, was it machine gun
Yes.
or Uzi or something?
Yeah.
You see that beautifully sculpted, by the way. The toys, beautiful sculpts on these toys.
So I have to.
What?
I have to.
You're out of your mind,
No.
dude.
So listen to me.
That's crazy.
The
beautiful sculpt.
Brando sculpt is one of the most beautiful sculpts I've ever seen in pinball.
Okay.
The mobster sculpt is fantastically detailed and very well done.
Okay.
But
What am
I don't like the rendition of the mobster that they used. I would have liked something. I feel.
Well, then get the CE. They have a different.
I know,
different
and I
face on the
like the CE mobster a little bit better.
They're you're talking about they're more caricaturish.
Yes.
Than real
yes.
life.
Whereas Brando is
Brando's
very
more real life.
very realistic,
Okay,
and then
okay.
the feel of the entire pen is a very, like you said, a very elegant thing. So that's the only thing that throws me off a little bit, because there's a lot of elegance. There's some very well etched metal work that they put in this. I mean, they put a lot of details into this
really
game.
did.
Expensive detail. I don't know how expensive anything
There
is,
was a
but
machine gun cutout on the in lane that
Yes.
also featured the cityscape.
Yes.
That
yes.
was really
so there's a
nice.
lot of attention to detail like that, and that's the only thing that's really
I can see that
aesthetically
complaint.
that
I can see
came
that.
off to me.
I like that toy though, that it feels very funhousey, like he's
Oh, that's
following
cool.
the ball.
Oh, it's
I do
neat.
like that he gives you registration or something where he's shaking when you hit him.
Yes.
I do love you can hit him up the gut and keep hitting him, and in your apron the health bar
Yes.
shows his health.
Yes.
And I love that you go around behind him.
Oh,
And you kill
can
him by
choke
strangling him.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that's awesome.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. No complaints.
integration.
No complaints about what was done.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay, stylistically.
stylistically the
little
choice.
different. Okay.
Nothing wrong with actual mech.
I could see that.
Stylistically.
See that?
Yes.
I'm kind of happy they did it just because it looks.
But again, you take that around the back shots, another one of those shots that Eric added. Like it's this. He took all of that.
Where it goes back to there's a subway in this thing. There's 3 ramps. I even like the one feed. See, we're focusing not on art so much, not on sound, not on bit. We keep focusing on shots.
Yeah.
But the right wire form, how it's not just comes back and feeds into your right in lane. It like throws it up, hits the target, and then comes back down. It's like a J.
Yes,
or an I.
it feels so weird.
That's cool.
It's
fast.
Yes,
You gotta be
it
quick.
takes you by surprise.
It almost reminds me of the older games where the wire feed is right in front of the flipper on top of the sling.
Yes.
Where it feeds in, you gotta hit it.
Immediately. Agreed.
And that target is smart because when it comes and hits that target and feeds the flipper, that's a Shat's target too. From the other flipper, you get it on the edge.
Shats.
Yeah. Never heard
Not
of
to be confused with you shat yourself?
No. You shat yourself.
You shat yourself.
No, the tip of the flipper, like in those old 70s games, the tip of the flipper, you go up the in lane and register that switch.
Oh, okay.
It's a Shat's shot.
Well, it didn't make you shat yourself. You hit it too fast.
Dude, I'll shats myself if I can hit that shot. Shot. But yeah, I like that.
But you're not wrong. Like this, that's the thing about this game is like you said, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. There's a lot going on. Animations are beautiful, which we'll get into here real quick. Lighting and everything else is great. But the star of this pin is the shots this time,
shots.
which hasn't. No offense to Eric, hasn't been.
No, he was too busy putting rocking boats.
This one right here, the star of the show, is his shot.
It's his
It's the
design.
shooting of the game.
Yeah.
Which is fucking cool.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
refreshing.
It is really cool. I'll give him that. I'll give him
Yeah.
that. What about when it comes to, we've talked a lot about the mechs and toys. Is there anything there are a lot of different mechs and toys in this game.
There are, and a ton of
even
shots.
the fountain. I know the fountain, like, it's just static, but it's cool. I think it looks pretty. I like the different RGBs in it.
There's so many shots. It's one of those things, most of the time I feel like
lot
we
of
leave a
shots.
game or something and we're like, okay, I can remember the shots. I can't remember them all.
Yeah, even the
Like I'm trying to run through it
the
in my
hideout
head.
shot from the third flipper.
Yes.
The hideout.
Yes.
It's almost like the funhouse.
Yes.
Hideout shot.
There's a ton going on.
There's a lot of shots.
Lighting.
Spinners feel.
Lighting is beautiful,
Woo.
like any other JP. We got the hot rails back.
Oh,
but They toned the hot rails down. They started running some red and
Reds and
golds.
And they go
through there.
360.
Yes.
They go
Yes.
360.
Which is neat.
So they took their hot rails to the backboard.
Yes.
They took their hot rails to the apron.
Yeah.
So you get 360 degrees of immersion.
Yeah.
And then
And
they took the lighting into the back glass, so you now fill out the whole lighting
Yes,
thing.
no need for a
There used to be
mod or anything
yeah.
for that. It goes all the way around, which it changes the look of that entire pin, makes it look richer and feels a lot better. But you know, if they continue to code,
How do
again,
they keep getting the lighting better?
I don't
thought
know.
the hot rails was going to be.
I did too.
That's it.
if they can continue to if they can use that 360 to really wow you with just some lighting and some modes and stuff, that's a big game changer.
Well, and remember, Keith said within the inserts now, they're doing not just one LED per insert, sometimes 3.
Yes.
So you're telling a story like on the stained glass in the center, that's a focal point. That's your map, basically. Cool. They do like when it breaks, they do like a glittering effect so it looks like it shatters.
Yep.
Oh, or glistens.
Yep.
I
And
love
then
that shit.
you go.
Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs, and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements, power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
And I mean, who thought the guy was going to disappoint us? But JP DeWin, like this is some of his best work. And I will tell you this, and this is no lie. Like I want you guys to, whether you
He came up with that
whether you buy
mapping,
this game,
too.
you do anything in person. When you play this, I just want you to pay attention to this because it took me by surprise. And maybe I was wrong, but I remember that stained glass when it popped up on the LCD.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like real stained glass.
It
like
was really
his
good.
mimicking of that felt so. It felt like you could stick your face up to that LCD, and if you really look, maybe be able to see some shit moving behind and what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it just felt so realistic.
I really like the way he cut the scenes into this thing.
Yes.
I really like the way that he starts modes and multi-balls, especially the multi-balls. It felt, again, like Pirates.
Yeah.
Remember those cut
Yes.
sequences for Pirates?
Very powerful.
Oh, I love those
Yes.
things.
But very Art Deco in this.
Yes.
It kept with that rich feel with a very Art Deco design with some stuff.
I just love the tilt animation.
Oh.
When he said, "What's the matter with you?" I love it. You're a grown man. What's the matter with you?
But no, dude, he knocked it out of the park like always. He is the man to beat.
No,
He
yeah,
is-
you can't. He's
No.
on another level.
And I'll tell you what, man, like when you're looking at this, the way that he did everything, it's very cohesive with the back glass, with the translite. Like when there's some, I won't say your static screen, it's not static, but you know what I'm talking about. Just anytime you're playing, it feels and everything just blends very well to where that entire back glass feels like it's moving. In a sense.
I like that sectioned off, kind of like the Hobbit was. So
yes,
I can always tell what I'm doing on the Hobbit because it's all partitioned off very well. I like the map of the stained glass. I think that's perfect. Even now, the sound, I was like, that's where I was so worried. It's Godfather. Mm-hmm. There's nothing in Godfather that is fast paced.
Yes.
There's nothing in Godfather that is like badass. It's just melodic kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But then I guess when you get Slash to come in and help again and do his own rendition of freaking the main theme with the guitar, electric guitar, okay, that works.
It fits.
I don't know who did the sound, but they cannot complain. People can't complain like they did on previous games of the sound's annoying, No, these sound effects are cool and the music is nice, like the modes, they get your heart racing. It's it feels like an action movie whenever you're playing the modes.
Yes.
Whereas their previous games were more whimsical. You had Willy Wonka and you had even Pirates of the Caribbean. It's more like Pirates. Dun, 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 and it's really pushing you to get through these modes. Mm-hmm. It's not slow or melodic.
No.
And there's even some tongue-in-cheek music where it's like, but
you have to have it. It's part of it.
Hey,
I agree.
It's Italy. It's mobster.
It is.
That's what it is. For better or worse, it is the Godfather. If you don't like the Godfather, I mean, it's like Guns N' Roses, man. Like,
and the thing is like I love the Godfather. It's like you said, like the Godfather. It's one of the premier classic films that you would ever go to. Some of the best performances ever. So but I don't look at the Godfather as being like, okay, I'm gonna put the Godfather on this weekend and watch it. The Godfather's like this film that's sitting there on my radar that I think about all the time.
I watch it every year.
I'll watch. I'm saying like that you would just throw it on like you would fucking, I don't know, Spider-Man, Jurassic Park. You know what I'm saying? It's not so mainstream. It's a great movie, but it's just like Well, I don't know. You might throw Scarface on or something weird.
No, see, I'd rather have Godfather.
Well, I would too.
I'd
I
rather
like
watch
Godfather's
Godfather, yeah.
Scarface, but I'm just talking. Scarface is a little bit more of a cult following because of the brutal nature of it and being a drug lord and everything. But. So I was hesitant on this, but then
Brando didn't want to get into the drug business.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, but you sort of see what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if Godfather's like one of those things that's on top of everybody's radar.
Hell
like,
no.
Like, I gotta have a pin that's Godfather. I gotta have a Godfather pin.
No.
You know, it's this movie I watch on the weekends. But when you play it, it feels so good, and it's so fun.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You still tell me Godfather, and I say I don't need Godfather in my pinball collection. Like that title, I don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's my entire long point.
The reason it will go into my collection
because of how it shoots,
because how it shoots,
and how it looks,
the artwork,
yes,
yeah, and the beauty of it,
yes,
and all of that is what will get me there. And Keith Johnson rules.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Can we, his games you can't get to the end of.
No.
You're never going to get tired of them.
No. And there's so much going on this code-wise with getting weapons and the way the weapons time out. Like he's got
getting the mobsters.
Yes.
You're getting the weapons. You're getting the areas on the map you're trying to take
territories.
over.
And when you're playing, as far as I understood, that when we're playing against each other, then I can steal territories from you, and I can actually take things. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that you can. Yeah, that I can take over some of your territories and do stuff.
Sticky fingers bone. You also have, so you get the territories and the weapons, you get the people. Influence. You get the influence. You work your way up to like beat cops, and then you try to get the governor, and then you try to get the presidential.
Yes.
I like that Eric said, the presidential pardon. If you get the president, like if you get him on your side and you drain a ball, if you get all the way up there, it's like the hardest. And you drain a ball, he'll give you a pardon and give you your ball back.
It has almost like this weird, and I think as much as you could, or at least starting off, it has almost like an RPG type.
They said there's more
feel to it for a pinball machine. Yeah.
Into like a deep board game. Like how can we create a deep board game inside a pinball machine? So I don't know about the rules and the code much.
We just didn't have a lot of time. Play it. And it's Keith Johnson, so it takes a minute.
I love Keith Johnson's. They marinate very well with me. The only thing I always am poo-poo with Keith sometimes is too many multi-balls, so we'll see on that. On this, I didn't feel like I started too many multi-balls, but I was able to start a multi-ball every game it would play, so that was good. I like that you could stack. It's Keith. You can stack everything. So I could stack. I had one time, and it feels like Nirvana, where you stack one multi-ball, get a mode going, and then you stack another multi-ball all at the same time. Holy shit. And, believe it or not,
I didn't do that good.
He was teaching me the action button, how it's a multiplier thing, and I kind of used it. I actually did.
Oh, well, I mean, if it's anything like, I still love Star Wars with its...
This was one that I could understand, because it's like, basically, if you hit them all, you get 10x, but you only get it for 10 seconds. But if you just space them out, you might get 2x, but it's for 2 minutes.
But did that have to do with the weapons?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, use them.
Which is cool. Because now you're collecting weapons to get that
more. All right, what else is there? So the theme doesn't do it for me, but the game does it for me. Enjoyable. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it.
I had a lot of fun.
I need more time to really say.
I'm looking forward to getting one.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to getting one.
Again, the shots. It wasn't on my radar, and I didn't know if I would
early.
get one. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'll get it. But then playing it...
It's one of those games that I think is going to be in a collection where people that don't play pinball are going to walk in and be like, damn, like that's a piece of gold. Like, what? That probably cost a lot of money.
Like, I agree with that. Because JJPs stand out anyways. Like, Toy Story stood out.
And you get one that's dripping in gold and laser cut.
Especially those CEs is going to look... It's
going to be... Oh, with the topper! Oh, man, throw out the topper! Now we didn't get to see it in person, but we got to see photos and videos of this thing.
Yes.
With the
two mobsters.
and with the freaking
from a knocker.
with the knocker
From knockers.
Yeah, you felt it so much that you messed up the camera there.
Like your mom's bed rocking.
Oh no, not my mom. I do the whole your mom thing. You don't do my
Turning it
mom
around.
thing. Poor
Turning it
Linda.
around. I'm sorry, Linda.
Don't turn Linda around.
Oh, there she is messaging me.
Is she really? Go out, play some Godfather. It should be already shipping, probably. JJP, whenever they come out with a game, bam, it starts shipping. It takes them a while to get all of them made, but they do get some out. Get some out in the boroughs to play.
And I heard some rumblings that this game is
Oh, you're
possibly going to
rumbling,
be produced a little fast.
No! Did they not say that every time?
Sitting around.
Every company
We were
says,
sitting
where's
around.
your cat at? I want to pay your pussy.
We were sitting around.
Every time I see Brando with that cat, I feel like he's gonna crush its head.
We were sitting around the JJP table. We was discussing how are we gonna get this games out more. But I'm
am
gonna
I
tell
gonna
you
be?
guys while I'm here, free of charge.
Every time I come out, they pull me back in.
I'm not saying that you won't owe me something.
I can be Fredo. I'm sorry. Sorry, Michael. I fucked you. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think they were really going to kill you. All right. You can order one from Flipping Out Pinball if you'd like. I don't know if we'll have CEs, LEs. There's no standard this time around.
No.
No price increase this time around.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Get you a Godfather. Or are you swimming with it? We can't do that in court.
No.
You can't. You
No.
swim with the fish.
We already petted a cat.
I know. Now that cat's rubbing up against it.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you.
I almost went right into like catch a mouthful of that.
Okay.
So you good with just doing the scanning?
Yep.